Hello Squishies, and today we're going to be watching MSI videos, so let's get started.
My name is Ada, and I'm from New York. Hi, my name is Ada, and I'm from New York. Me and my twin sister Gia were born to two very chaotic parents who fought like Tom and Jerry all the time. And on the very day we were born, they picked up a twin each and decided to make us the best version of themselves. Ada is hungry. She needs milk. Oh, since you chose her, why don't you feed her from your nipples? Yep, Dad picked me, and growing up, he taught me the Turkish language because he was from Turkey. And Gia was Mom's favorite, so Mom taught her Italian because she was from Italy. Although we spoke English at home, that whole language thing kinda became the reason for all the chaos and misunderstandings in the family. Because of Mom and Dad's fights, I could never get close to Mom, and I hated that. So once, when I was 8, I decided to make a card for Mom for the new year and asked Gia for help. When Mom saw it, she went ballistic. Sei una vaca grassa, which meant, you're a fat cow. God, you're so rude, Ada. Just like your jerk dad. I always knew I made the right choice by picking Gia. I was furious. That witch made me do this. I ran to Gia and pulled her by her hair. Why did you do that to me? 'Cause Dad loves you more than me, and...
Okay, Squishies. That's good. Like, they were literally fighting. Because her, wants her, the one that chose her, to love her. Let's see.
I hate it. So what? Mom loves you more than me. Just then, Mom came and separated us and said something to Gia in Italian. What did you say? Not your freaking business. Go to your daddy and hug him. But Gia glared at me and spit at my face, and another fight broke out. She beat me to it, and I got a black eye, but I was so gonna get back at her. The funny thing was about us, Gia and I were identical twins. We both looked so much alike that even our parents couldn't tell us apart, and I was gonna use that against her. The next day, I went to school and punched a kid straight in the face. I rule the school. No one dares mess with me. Remember my name. It's Gia. That would land Gia in detention for sure. But my plan kinda backfired when both Mom and Dad were called to the principal's office. And when they couldn't figure out who it was between us, they started blaming each other for it in front of the principal. Say stupido. Yeah, whatever. Same to you. Back at.
Oh yeah, I couldn't tell you. I forgot to tell you guys that those ads.
Così stupido tu animale. The principal let us off without any punishment because she just wanted to get my parents out of her office. But it's not like they ever stopped. On Thanksgiving dinner, Mom served pizza and Dad went ballistic. Where's the freaking turkey? Who even makes pizza on Thanksgiving? You stupid woman. Turkey, turkey. Go ask your mother to make you a turkey. And saying that, Mom threw a plate at Dad, which she avoided, but then Dad grabbed the ketchup bottle and...
Whoa. Squishies. She threw a plate at the dad, and that could have killed him. That's crazy.
Pointed it at Mom. Don't you dare. This is a designer top. Watch me. And he squeezed out all of the ketchup onto Mom's top. Mom shrieked, and soon our dinner table turned into a war zone. Gia and I felt terrible. Mom and Dad didn't even care about any happy occasion or us anymore. They just fought all the time. Then one day in the 7th grade, when Gia and I got back home after school, Mom and Dad finally dropped the bomb on us. We are getting a divorce. Ada is going to live with her dad in Turkey, and Gia is going to live with me in Italy. What? No way! You can't do that! No, Mom! No, Dad! I can't live without you guys! I want all of us together! Please, don't do this! But they didn't listen to us and said it was final. Later that night, I went to talk to Gia in her room. I thought she might not listen to me, but she hugged me as soon as she saw me. Oh, Ada, I'm so glad you're here. Even though we fight all the time, I can't live without you and Dad, sis. We have to do something. What can we do? Our parents just hate us. They're selfish and only think about themselves. Then let's just run away. They'll get busy looking for us, and then they'll forget all about this stupid divorce thing. They'll understand how much we need them. I won't let this happen. I won't let them ruin our lives. We have to stay together no matter what. But Mom and Dad had already filed for the divorce, and within a week, they even signed the final papers. But then, I had a brilliant idea. I could switch places with Gia and go with Mom to Italy. We would tell
family. Squishy family. Okay, that's really cute. So, Squishy's, she doesn't know Italian. So why would she go over there? I know Italian a little, not so much. And her sister doesn't know Turkey. So let's just watch it.
them about the swap after 6 months. And when they'd meet again to exchange us, maybe they'd be less angry and realize that they still loved each other. Yes, this was perfect. I immediately told Gia about it, and she happily agreed. Soon after, Mom and I flew off to Italy, and there, Mom had a huge place of her own. As soon as we got there, a maid came running and grabbed all our luggage. Benvenuta, signorina. And that's when it hit me. I could not understand a word of Italian, and this reminded me of Gia. She was also stuck in Turkey and didn't know a word of Turkish. God knows what kind of trouble she was going through. Mahaba birkaç erkek alabiliş miyim? What are you saying, kid? Are you out of your mind? Soon after, Mom enrolled me in school, and my first day was a complete mess. The teacher asked me to introduce myself, and I said, Ciao, mi chiamo Gia, siete tutti brutti. Everyone gasped and looked at me like I'd cursed them. All I said was they were nice, but for some reason, none of them would talk to me now. The next day during lunchtime, pizza was being served in the cafeteria, but I noticed there wasn't enough cheese on top. Can I get more cheese on this? The server stared at me like I had asked for her kidney. And dude, this was a clear mistake. Asking for more cheese in Italy is considered super rude, but I didn't know that. Cheese? Vacca grassa? The lady glared at me and jumped over the food counter to attack me. She chased me for a mile around the school until the principal caught us both. She sternly told me off for being rude and said she was going to call my mom later. And I felt like a terrible kid. Mom was already dealing with the divorce, and now I was adding more to her troubles. I thought I'd apologize to her as soon as I got home, but what I saw next shocked me. Mom was having a pool party with her friends, and they were all having the time of their lives. What the crap? Mom, what's going on here? Oh, honey, I'm having so much fun. You should join us. If I knew life without your father would be so amazing, I'd have divorced him before the wedding. I feel like I'm 20 again. Woohoo! What? I thought she'd be missing Dad and me, but she was having a blast. This was so weird and not what I expected. I quickly went to my room and called Gia to tell her how Mom was going completely crazy. But what she told me shocked me even more. Dad was gonna get engaged within a week. This was insane. We had to get Mom and Dad back together soon, by any means possible. The next day, I was all set to break the news to Mom, but what I saw almost gave me a heart attack. She introduced me to a not-so-handsome man as her boyfriend. Ciao, sono Roberto, signorina. And before I could even say anything, they put me in a car and took me shopping with them. But I had to do something to get rid of all this Italian pasta sauce at all costs. When Mom went inside the changing room, I told him to leave her alone. Voglio che tu ami mia madre. Suddenly, he had tears in his eyes, and he hugged me. What was wrong? Then he took a rose from his pocket and proposed to my mom in the most romantic way possible. Sarai mia, signorina. Mom looked awestruck, and then she said the words that I dreaded the most. Si, lo farò. OMG! What the heck was happening? Our plan was literally falling apart. The next day, I stormed off to school in anger. But in the school corridor, a guy pulled my hand and started flirting with me. Hi, beautiful. Want to go and get some cheese with me? I'll open factories for you. Ew, he was so gross. and I was so done with kids making fun of me for not knowing the language. I knew a little Italian by now, so I told him to leave me alone. But he didn't, so I slapped him hard. He left and he went to tell the principal some lies, that I forced him to kiss me. An hour later, Mom barged into the principal's office and she looked raging mad. "Your kid has been misbehaving with our staff and been doing inappropriate things to boys." "Mom, I didn't." "Oh, I know my daughter very well. It's the school that's stupid, and I'm putting her into a better one. We are done here." Oh my God! She was so unpredictable. While driving me back home, I thought Mom would scold me, but instead, she said something that completely shocked me. "It's okay, honey. If you're ever in a place where you're unhappy, then you can always move away. Just like I did, Ada." What? Did she just call me by my real name? "Mom, you know?" "Of course I know. You're my child." "Really?" "Well, no. This morning after you left for school, I went to your room and I saw your pink-colored undies, which Gia hates. But why did you do this, honey? Imagine everything Gia has been going through there. She doesn't even know the language. We want you guys to get back together." But Mom didn't say a word to that.
Wait, finally. I forgot to pause it, but this is crazy. Like, the dad's getting married in a few weeks. That's crazy. But let's just watch it.
And as soon as we reached home, she called Dad and told him everything. But Dad, like always, wouldn't believe her. "I'm not going to fall for your pranks, woman. Do you think I'm a fool? Of course I know it's my daughter. It's Ada." But minutes later, he called her back saying he knew from the beginning it wasn't me. Mom immediately got on a plane with me. When we landed at the airport, I saw Gia and Dad waiting for us outside. I ran towards her and she hugged me as soon as she saw me. "I missed you so much, sister." Minutes later, Mom asked Gia to follow her and Dad asked me to come with him, but I had to try one last time. Enough, you guys. We are not going anywhere. We want to live together like a family. Please, can't you do this for us? Yes, I want to live with Ada and Mom. Not like this, where I feel so empty and alone and unloved. I want to be happy. Mom and Dad looked at us in complete surprise. "Oh, honey, why would you ever think you're alone? No matter what happens between me and Mom, nothing could ever change the fact that we're your parents, and we love you so much. You'll always have both of us." "Then why can't we all live together?" "Because that won't make any of us happy. We wanted to raise you in a happy home with great memories, but living together, we could never give you any of that. And now look at us. We are happy, and we can give you the best of the world, only if you choose to accept it." Suddenly, I had tears in my eyes. Maybe Mom was right. She looked a lot happier and healthier than she ever used to be with Dad. And Dad, he looked like he was going to explode with joy. And now, the only people fighting against this happiness was me and Gia. This had to stop. I looked at her, and she looked at me, and we knew what the right thing to do was. We agreed to Mom and Dad's plan, but we decided we weren't going to sacrifice our happiness either. So Gia and I decided to live with Mom, and both of us moved back to Italy with her. But we often visited Dad and his new family, and we were the happiest.
Found. Squish found. Squishies. This is crazy, but we are done here, so see you guys later. Bye.